Well now, we've been at this for a while and we don't really know how the game works, truthfully. Like, if you ask me, I think one of the biggest things holding us back from knowing how this whole game works, like, what's powering it? Like, is this guy powering it? I don't understand. A little bit of a shocker. Master Ball Challenge Cup Blindfolded.
Your patience is about to be rewarded. Pokemon Tournament Challenge Cup Master Ball. The opening blows are about to be exchanged in the
Hello,
furious battle
Steelix.
between level 75 Pokemon.
Oh no. So we're just losing on round one.
Switching Pokemon. That Pokemon must not have been the right choice. Oh, it's Machamp!
That's acceptable, honestly.
What's the opening gambit? That was a glancing blow.
That surprises me.
How will this Pokemon
You're telling me that
switch the
Machamp is
flow of
tanky
battle?
enough that an Ice Beam is doing less than 30%.
What's next? A light hit.
I might have found Vital Throw, but I might just be the slow.
There's the attack. That had to hurt.
Was Vital Throw. It's fine.
They're both
I literally just need to hit this Vital Throw and I win.
What'll it do? Hit! That was good! Wait! Throw! That's it! Yes! It's going
And now
down.
Steelix is pretty good against anything else we have to face in this fight. We're dealing with a lot of
What
physical
Pokemon
attackers.
will appear next? Oh, it's Crobat!
Like
Sorry
Crobat.
is weak. Now's the time to attack. One Pokemon
It's funny they didn't go
is still
directly to
capable of going
Crobat,
up,
which
but
would
the
have
other
resisted.
one looks tired. The Pokemon is returning to its Pokeball. Oh, it's Houndoom!
Interesting. What?
What's this? Critical hit!
That's unfortunate.
What impact will this Pokemon switch have
I did
on
want
the
to switch to
battle?
my third, so that I would at least learn it.
Oh, an abrupt Pokemon switch!
Steelix should be able to freely beat this Crobat.
This Pokemon is
Could probably
rejoining
beat
the
their
battle.
last if it's something like Aerodactyl, Scyther, maybe not Pinsir.
How's that? Oh,
It also
that
comes
was
down to what moves I have, because I want Earthquake, but if I have Earthquake, I don't think I win this fight very easily.
a horrible streak!
Screech is them,
Their defense stat
which is
went
unfortunate.
down. Terrifying roar! It turned tail and ran. Oh, it's Scyther! The heated action continues.
That Screech is really problematic. I think I'm just gonna race the
Go into
Screech.
battle mode.
I don't think I can switch.
There's the attack. It's not very effective. It dug its way underground.
If they Swords Dance here, we lose.
Sparks are flying from both competitors.
If they Curse,
The sunlight has turned harsh.
they went for Curse, Houndoom without speed, and we'll be able to get the KO.
That had no effect.
Alright, if you're Dig, you're so likely to be Iron Tail or Roll Out.
Excitement is building from
Give me the
this
Roll
heated
Out,
battle.
baby.
What now? Ah, that didn't do much. There it goes.
Okay,
That's
we're
it.
ramping. We're ramping. I can take several -2 defense swing attacks.
What's this? That didn't accomplish much. A furious attack. Hit! That was good.
Stage 3 and 4 should KO. And I don't think Crobat has enough attack to finish off what Scyther started. Missing would be a disaster.
The last Pokemon. They're both hanging tough. What'll it do? Oh, that was weak. How's that? A crushing blow. Drilled a weakness. Sparks are flying from both competitors. What's next? Ah, that didn't do much. Rollout attack. Right, that's a hit. That's it.
What a start.
That settles
The champ with Vital Throw is disappointing.
battle.
Houndoom being crit is a sign of weakness. You know what stood up to the test? My boy Dig rolled out Steelix. Roar. So this top row sadly can't make any moves in the next fight. We don't know enough about Houndoom to find our fire move in a pinch. It's just too susceptible to the Earthquake users. Vital Throw being low priority means we're never going to really get a hit off. When we want to, we'll take an Earthquake, hit a Vital Throw, take another Earthquake.
Trainer placed the Pokeball
You might live
containing
2
their
Earthquakes.
leadoff Pokemon on the field to start the battle.
Good news, our bottom row has exactly the start we need. We'll stay in for now.
Vicious attack. Whoops, that missed.
Good to know.
Sandstorm has started blowing. Scouring Sandstorm hurts. A hot battle is unfolding.
I want to find a grass or electric type now.
The trainer's switching Pokemon. Oh, it's Fox!
I mean, that works.
What now? That did little
I
damage.
could have Giga Drain.
The Sandstorm rips and tears. What impact will this Pokemon switch have on the battle? Here comes the Pokemon switch. Oh, it's Donphan!
Sure.
The move didn't quite work.
Tracked.
It's scouring Sandstorm.
Our last could be an electric type, so now we can't switch.
How will this new
Now we are in a
Pokemon
pickle.
fare?
Guess we're gonna take a
The Pokemon
chunk
is returning to its Pokeball.
from this Earthquake and 2 more Sandstorms.
The Pokeball opens to reveal its Pokemon. There's the shot. Yes, it's a hit.
And we still need to hit the Hydro.
The Sandstorm rips and tears. How will this Pokemon switch affect the flow of battle? Hydro Pump. Oh, that's a miss. Hang on, Earthquake. Right, that's a hit. Oh, knockout. So, what will
It's a good thing we got that continue, but man is it annoying to lose the second fight like this.
Oh, it's Electabuzz! Sandstorm finally quieted. The number of remaining Pokemon is 2 to 3. What'll it do?
Okay.
A light hit.
1 flinch?
Oh, it flinched. Sparks are
Tells me
flying
my
from both
electric attack is
competitors.
left.
Oh, look! There is a sudden downfall.
Fascinating.
That's it! That had to hurt.
Wow, I do not have a good team.
Whoa! KO'd by 1 hit!
My entire team loses to Earthquake. Huh.
Just 1 Pokemon remains.
Huh.
The Pokemon emerges from its Pokeball. This is the last Pokemon. The rain hasn't stopped yet. It's a fierce battle. The sunlight has turned harsh.
Great.
The finishing blow. Wham! There are no more remaining Pokemon. And there goes the battle.
Weird team alert.
This is the second round.
Very weird team alert.
Pokeball containing their leadoff Pokemon on the field to start the battle.
Just one of the weirdest teams I've ever picked for this.
Combatants face each other.
I wanted to pick the Electabuzz again.
Blew up high.
Dang. Because it would be good against the Omastar that they were so fond of,
That didn't
and it wouldn't be awful against
They're
Aerodactyl.
both hanging tough. What's this? Great hit. Ah! Bullseye. It collapsed with only one hit. So, what will be the next
Maybe it's
Pokemon?
Electabuzz with Golduck will sweep
Oh, it's Donphan.
many,
Will
many
this
fights in
Pokemon
the future.
avenge the honor of its fallen comrade?
Pretty confident I can live Earthquake plus Fly, but Golduck might just be in range.
Oh, what's this? That's
Thankfully, we don't have to find out.
Wow, a single hit brings it down.
Go ahead and guess which team I picked right now, my second and third. Just in your mind.
Oh, it's Rhino. It's down to the last Pokemon now. The number of remaining
Which of my
Pokemon
four
is
weak
3-1.
to Earthquake Pokemon did I pick?
Will this do it? Oh, that's
Oh
it.
no. A dig.
It dug its way underground. The heated action
Well,
continues.
it's definitely correct to stay in. Very few things I could find here that would be bad.
Here comes the Pokemon switch.
Oh, I am an idiot. I didn't click my moves,
Oh, it's Houndoom.
and I wanted to click right. So now I've just switched into
That's
an
it.
Earthquake.
A powerful blow. How will this newly switched out
This is okay.
Pokemon
They're gonna go
fare?
for rollout now, and I'm gonna look like a genius.
Switching Pokemon. That
But wow, what a
Pokemon was
crazy
not
way to
a
lose a
right
run.
choice.
Misclick
Oh, it's Machamp.
again. This was my team, by the way.
It went underground
It's
again.
fine. I'm going for Vital Throw right now. I could look for Earthquake, but we'll do that next turn. Because we know we're faster next turn.
How's that? A light hit.
And we definitely win this 1v1.
A sharp attack. That had to hurt.
If I have Earthquake, it's
A
up.
battle is unfolding. Hang on, Earthquake. Drill the weakness.
That's so exciting. Okay. I will accept Vital Throw Machamp in exchange for Earthquake, because that'll do a lot of damage. So gotta continue. Got a weird team. Poised for the next few fights. As much as I want to have a Jinx answer, and the more I look at the team that I'm thinking about picking, I should have a Jinx answer. But I have Headbutt Electabuzz. How do I lose to Jinx?
blessed with a succession of hotly contested battles here in Pokemon Stadium. The roar of the crowd signals the start of the third round. Combatants face each other. Wow! Thunderbolt! That struck home!
Darn, no thunder with our rain dance.
Vicious attack! That's it!
You can't complain about reliable damage,
The
Right.
white-hot battle continues.
because usually the variants are between the highest damaging move and the lowest damaging move
Oh, what's this?
of your same type attack bonus. So you'll get Thunder or Thunder Punch when applicable, right? Ampharos is a great example of this. It's very rare to get Thunderbolt Ampharos.
Oh, it's Heracross!
Huh? Excuse me, sir. You are in the wrong game,
Both competitors.
on the wrong team.
The trainer switching Pokemon. Oh, it's Muck! There's the attack. That didn't accomplish much. What impact will this Pokemon switch
So I have a
on
track
the
down.
battle? Both get ready to go.
Sunny Day right. Do I have Fire Punch?
What'll it do?
Thunder
A light
Punch.
hit.
That makes sense why the Almost Star switched. I figured it might have been the reason.
Awesome counter.
I wanted to play around counter, because I know for a fact this little scrub
Ready for mold.
would go for the counter turn 1. So I wanted to find my coverage move.
What's that? It's not very effective. There's the shot. Great hit.
So we get a nice chunk off of that Sludge Bomb.
The crowd's excitement is building.
I'm a little nervous about going for another
We bring you this battle
Another
live
sludge
from
bomb here.
Pokemon Stadium.
Sludge Bomb.
Fierce and sometimes stealthy, Pokemon trainers often gather here in pursuit of victory.
Yeah, I'll risk just getting 4-hit KO'd by Mega Horn.
How's that?
Dang.
Oh, a blow to the weak spot.
Just get crit anyway.
Oh, it has no strength left.
I love when I can't make any meaningful decisions.
That KO will bring out a new Pokemon. They're ready to go.
Stinks. I gotta go Machamp.
Oh, it's Machamp. A hot battle is unfolding. It assumed a protective pose.
Detect on their counter.
There's the
Oh,
attack.
no counter.
No, that didn't connect. They're both
I mean, I can
hanging
stall out every single Mega Horn.
tough. What's that? That didn't accomplish much. Nasty toxic. Wearing the bow down
Okay.
appears to be the plan.
Suddenly this Machamp is like the coolest Machamp I've had in years. We don't need a cross-chopping,
It assumes a
submission-having, forearm freak.
Whoop, that
Sometimes we
missed.
can just get a little bit of a tank, a little bit of a staller.
The heated action continues.
I guess Vital Throw is stronger.
It assumed a protective pose.
We got the double detect, very good.
What'll it do? Oh, that missed too. The white-hot battle continues.
So all told, we've taken 25%.
What's that? It's not
I guess
very
it's correct to
effective.
detect there because detect
Additional
KOs with
damage in an already difficult situation.
oh, it didn't.
Wait,
Never mind, it was correct to Vital Throw then.
Oh,
Because
and
if
down it
if
goes.
3 detects in a row was enough toxic damage, that was correct. But
There's
if
only one Pokemon left
And it turned out to be this case. If it was 4, then it was wrong to do.
Oh, it's Flat
It was correct to go for the Vital
This is
Throw.
the last Pokemon.
Oh dear. I'm probably healthy enough to take a Hydro Pump. We saw this 1v1 earlier.
How's that?
Just
Great
Ice Beam
hit.
too.
Whoa, that was close.
A nice chunky hit.
Vicious attack. That struck home.
And then we might be faster, but
They're
probably
both
not.
hanging tough. There's the attack.
We were.
That did little damage.
Definitely in range of Thunderbolt. And that's the win, because their lead was Omastar.
Ice Beam. Right, that's a hit. Oh, it collapsed. Each team has only one Pokemon left for battle. The Pokeball opens to reveal its Pokemon. It's down to the last Pokemon now. The heated action continues.
This next fight's really weird.
Will this do it?
We don't have a continue, so we've only got one chance. We've got a lot of like really weird Pokemon that are like super interesting. We've got Muck with Sludge Bomb, Thunder Punch, also Attract. That's actually relevant. We've got Vital Throw, which is slow, but necessary for the normal types. We've got Steelix, which is equally tankable against the normal types, but just has no good moves. And then we've got our normal beaters, the Electabuzz, and the Golduck. Weird, weird, weird. I think I would naturally prefer Electabuzz over Golduck just because I have Headbutt, right? Headbutt utility. But I'm going to lead Golduck and just Hydro Pump whatever they lead with. And accept my loss against Heracross since I have nothing that can beat a Heracross. I know I just beat a Heracross, but you know what I mean. Pick Muck over... let's pick Machamp over Muck. Muck will be in the back.
The battles are intensifying to a fever pitch. This is
Getting a
round
continue with this
4.
team is really tough. But I think it's my best bet if they lead like Miltank. Snorlax. Unfortunate. Snorlax lead is so rare.
Oh, an abrupt Pokemon switch.
I genuinely never see Snorlax lead.
Oh, it's Machamp.
Maybe we're lucky and they go for Attract and fail?
What's the opening gambit? A light hit.
Just Headbutt, that's good.
How will this Pokemon
Man, I hate
with
going
the
for Vital Throw right now.
flow of battle?
It's so bad against Headbutt.
What'll it do? Great hit.
And it's doing 30%. Oh no.
Oh, it's flinched.
I hate this. I hate this so much.
The white
I
hot battle
genuinely
continues.
quit if I get hit flinched here.
What now? Hit! That was good! A furious attack! That hurt! Perfect! Whoa! KO'd by one hit!
A little bit of justice. I honestly don't know if that was a crit.
We're eagerly awaiting.
We should be fine against
the
any of their
next
remaining normal
Pokemon.
types.
Oh, it's Poliwrath! Will this battler
Sure.
live up to expectations? One Pokemon is still capable of going up, but the other one looks tired.
Love going for
Here comes
Thunder
the
Punch here.
Pokemon switch. Oh, it's Muck!
Maybe I still just go for Sludge Bomb.
How's that? Oh, a blow to the weak spot.
I hate everything.
What impact will this Pokemon switch have on the battle? It used its attraction. Hey, hey.
I was too much of a coward to go for the track myself. Nice. If
What's this?
it didn't crit,
That's it.
I think I would have attracted.
The crowd's excitement is
Definitely
building
switch
for
now.
a heated battle.
Golduck can take a Surf.
The Pokemon is returning.
And we might have gotten the poison.
The Pokeball opens to reveal its
Gotta listen carefully for the recoil.
What's next? It's not very effective.
Definitely not poisoned.
How will this
Okay.
Pokemon switch effects
We probably have Hyper Beam or something stupid. Let's find out.
A horrible streak.
That's pretty good with Sludge Bomb.
Their defense stat went down.
I guess I switch back.
What'll it do?
Oh yeah, I switch back.
Hey, hey.
Holy, I switch back.
The heated action continues.
I'll eat up the submission,
Trainers switching
tank
Pokemon.
another Surf, and then we'll hit the Sludge Bomb. And then Golduck will be very favored in a 1v1 at the end. Like, it's literally just Blissey that would be a problem for
There's the attack. No,
problem
that didn't
for
connect.
the
How will
Golduck.
this newly switched out
And if they have
Pokemon
Blissey,
fare?
it is what it is, but I could have a
What
physical
now?
attack.
That was a glancing blow. How's that? Great hit. Yes.
Very well timed Screech. We don't have a continue to earn, so there's nothing to do but tactically stay in.
Just one
Not seeing any advantage to
Pokemon
switching.
remains. Oh, it's Heracross. This is the last Pokemon. The number of remaining Pokemon is 3 to 1.
I'd probably win this.
What's this?
That attract
Hey,
basically
became
guarantees I
attracted
win
to the
this.
opponent. A serious attack. Hit. That was good. Sparks are flying from
There's
both
no way it's correct to
competitors.
attract. There's simply no way.
It intends to endure the next
Oh dear. Oh dear.
attack. Sludge bomb away. There, it endured that attack. They're both hanging tough. Wow, reversal. Yes, it's a hit. Oh, and down it goes.
I am saying with 100% certainty,
The next
I have a
Pokemon.
physical,
The
maybe not
Pokemon
physical. I'm
appears
saying with
to
100%
stop.
certainty, I have an attack
The opponent
right.
is weak. What an opportunity. Will the next hit decide the outcome?
Question is it more accurate than Hydro Pump? It almost certainly has to be. It is impossible for me to have an attack left and an attack down and no attack right.
No, it is Blizzard.
It was less accurate. Damn, it's a good move. Okay. We've got Powerhouse Golduck. I was like, worst case scenario, maybe Hyper Beam, 90% accuracy. Maybe Iron Tail, but super unlikely. Wouldn't you know it? It was the one move that was less accurate than Hydro Pump. I probably lived a reversal after one Surf. Alright, Dig is no good. Machamp, on the other hand, holy. Earthquake right out the gate. Could be fun. And I guess I'm picking Muck. This is the second time I've picked Machamp, Golduck, and Muck on a team, which is weird. Oh, why didn't I pick Houndoom? What am I doing? I guess Houndoom loses to the Earthquake users. I mean, so does Muck. Alright. Not the best. Actually, I just realized I do have a hard time against Exeggutor. I do have Blizzard, but I need to hit Blizzard.
The sunlight has turned harsh.
As long as this isn't an Earthquake user, we're chilling.
How will this newly
We just
switched
recently
out
had a
Pokemon
Meganium with
fare?
Earthquake. How can you have two Earthquake Meganiums in a row?
There's the attack. Ah,
Mud
that
Slap.
just bounced off. Accuracy
Meganium, I was raised in the mud.
There it goes! Bullseye!
You cannot defeat me.
A hot battle is unfolding!
I don't know what color my muck is, but there's a lot of variations.
What now?
We could be purple, we could be disgusting brown, green.
Watch bomb away!
Nice.
Yes, it's a
Is that
hit!
a headbutt attempt? I was talking over it.
We're eagerly awaiting the
I knew
appearance
Meganium
of the
fought
next
dirty, but
Pokemon.
come on.
Oh, it's Executor!
Yep. I am straight up an idiot for rushing to pick Muck over Houndoom. It's fine. I'll just hit the Blizzard.
There's the shot! It's super effective!
And maybe I just live Psychic right now.
Sharp attack! A powerful blow!
Apparently I do.
Additional damage!
Yeah, we got the
Already difficult
poison.
situation. Are both Pokemon running out of
Oh
speed?
man, it is so correct to switch here, but I'm not going to.
A psychic blast!
No, it was a speed!
Oh, which will
Speed
last?
thing. There was a big risk with switching to, say, Golduck
The next Pokemon needs to be prepared.
on that last turn, because
Oh, it's
Psychic might have been in range, but so might have been Solar Beam,
Sunlight has grown
and they'd have no
weaker.
reason not to go for that.
One Pokemon is still capable of showing up.
I just go for Hydro
The
Pump.
other one
We don't
looks
need to hit the
tired.
Blizzard.
Hydro Pump. Right, that's a hit. Yes,
More
it's
accurate.
going down.
So we would have gotten to continue if I had just correctly chosen Houndoom.
Oh, it's Flareon. It's down to the last
We can't lose this
Pokemon
fight
now.
at least.
Number of remaining
I mean, I guess I can get
Pokemon
burned,
is
so
2
there
to
is one
1.
way I can lose this fight. But I have a lot of turns to hit Hydro
That's
Pumps,
it. Oh, that's a miss.
and I have a lot of turns to hit Earthquakes.
There's the attack.
So
not
it's just
very
really
effective.
unlikely to lose this fight.
The white-hot
In fact, it
battle
might be correct to
continues.
look at my bottom move.
Oh, what's this? Bullseye.
But we'll never know.
The last Pokemon
It's really
goes
unfortunate that,
down.
like, 3 fights in a row now, we've lost our continue.
Goes the battle.
And now we gotta choose between Machamp and Muck. Both have been stellar performers. I guess since I'm weak to Earthquake, I need to pick Machamp. Machamp also has the Toxic utility. It's unironically really good. I'm sorry, Muck. I do respect you when you have Sludge Bomb.
Round 6 is about
I want you to
get
know that.
underway. Many trainers have fallen by the wayside, leaving
Oh, I guess this also loses to Houndoom, so maybe I should have, or not Houndoom, Exeggutor, so maybe I should have picked Houndoom. Gengar. That was interesting. Man, Houndoom would have been so good here.
Switching Pokemon. That
The other
Pokemon
issue with me
was
not having
been
picked
the right
Houndoom this
choice.
whole time is I need it for the 7th fight. And I...
The
Okay,
other
I was like,
trainer is
there's no way I
also
picked
changing
Steelix.
Pokemon.
This makes sense.
Oh, it's Machamp.
Unfortunately, if they are Dig, Vital Throw looks really dumb here. So I'm just gonna go for Earthquake.
What's next? It's super effective.
What do you have?
What now?
That makes sense.
That's it.
Well, my Earthquake is faster than your Earthquake, but now I'm in range of Shadow Ball.
What's this? A powerful blow.
Maybe I was supposed to go to Golduck.
How's that? Yes,
what it's worth, like a 1v1 against Gengar is not like the end of the world. Like I don't just automatically lose. But it's kind of a coin flip.
The next Pokemon needs to be prepared.
And that's what I'm afraid of.
Oh, it's starting!
Oh dear. Guess I'm just never allowed to get a continue. These are always the most stressful runs. The no continue runs. I could detect, but I don't think it does anything.
They're eyeing each other warily.
I think switching is worse, so we'll just lose our continue.
Waterfall attack!
Yeah.
Hit! That was good! Oh, it collapsed!
We have no Thunderbolt switch-ins, so I'm just spamming my left attacks until I win.
That fail will bring out
Thunderbolt,
a new
Thunderbolt,
Pokemon.
Thunderbolt, Thunderbolt. Hydro Pump, Hydro Pump, Hydro Pump.
The Pokemon appears with a cry.
That is exactly how this fight is going to go from here on out.
Two
I
Pokemon
100%
remain on
outspeed
each side.
Starmie. There is simply no way.
That's it! Man, that was perfect.
Figures.
What'll it do? Hammer where it hurts.
We get crit.
The white
I've had an
hot
Electabuzz
battle
outspeed
continues.
Espeon, which doesn't make sense in the normal game. But this is not a normal game. Electabuzz just has absurdly high speed in Challenge Cup sometimes. Like up to the 220s.
There's only one
So it might be
Pokemon
faster
left
than
to
Gengar,
come
which
up.
sometimes is between 200 and 215.
This Pokemon is rejoining the battle.
But
This
I have no way to
is
know.
the last Pokemon.
We'll just find out right now.
Vicious attack.
Nice. Gengar and Espeon are base 110. I think Electabuzz is like base 95 for some reason.
Shadow Ball.
Maybe 105.
Yes, it's a
I always
hit.
forget.
Oh,
But the
oh,
DVs are so variable that oftentimes you'll be faster.
has only one Pokemon left for battle.
Do you have Zap Cannon? Do you have Thunder?
Oh, it's Golda. It's down to the last Pokemon now.
Giga Drain.
What now? The hit plants right off.
That bodes well.
Hydro Pump.
Nice.
Great hit.
Oh, it is so risky to just lead Houndoom in the next fight.
And there goes the battle.
I don't love that Steelix is a contender for one of my 3 slots. Man, this is the worst time to learn about your Houndoom. You know what I mean? Just the absolute worst time to learn about your Houndoom. So they lead Starmie, man. You look like an idiot. I guess I should have Houndoom second. That way I can just switch into it. I think I want Electabuzz. I guess I want Steelix, because all 3 of my Pokemon are bad against Exeggutor, Jinx, Starmie. Granted, Steelix is not great against Jinx or Starmie, but it's better against Alakazam and Espeon. It's better against Umbreon. I guess Machamp is good against Umbreon, but we're not picking Machamp for this fight, just for Umbreon. Let me pick a team and start over, because I straight up forgot my team. Electabuzz lead, because I hope they lead Starmie. I'd be fine with a Gengar. I don't think I 2 a KO with Thunderbolt. That's the main reason I didn't want to lead. Or didn't want to fight that Gengar in the last fight, for instance. Oh dear. Houndoom, Houndoom. We're in a great position if... Oh, you know what? Machamp Toxic Stall is actually not unironically pretty good here. Let's make absolutely sure I pick the right team. Electabuzz, Houndoom, Machamp. I'm gonna risk this Machamp pick just because Earthquake against like Gengar could be good.
Pokemon still look ready for more.
And Vital Throw against Umbreon. Okay. We have Houndoom. Do we find Thief?
That Pokemon must not have been the right choice.
This is ultimately the scary
Houndoom.
scary outcome of this fight. Is, do we find out we've been a thief all along?
What's the opening game?
Psybeam is a relief
Damage at all.
because Psybeam is very much less damage than Psychic
Pokemon fair.
by a factor of literally 2/3. Psychic is 50% stronger than Psybeam. And we find our attack and we dodge the flash. Now it's time to find out if we'll crunch or bite. I'll be honest, I still can't hear the difference between crunch and bite. Okay, we're -1. Depending on their team, Houndoom can just sweep from here. Yeah, that makes sense. Bite could still be Ember, but you hope it means Flamethrower. I'm not gonna try and venture into where my Flamethrower is, unless I face Umbreon, but if I have Umbreon, I'll just switch immediately to Machamp. Oh. Okay. That's exactly what I expected. That is literally exactly what I expected. This entire run has just been like the weirdest Pokemon that don't belong on the team that are just objectively good at sweeping my team. I have 4 Pokemon that are weak to Earthquake, and 2 Pokemon that probably get 2 KO'd by Earthquake. I have no Pokemon that easily resist a Mega Horn.
Oh, it's Machamp! Will Miss Peckler live up to expectations? 2 Pokemon remain on each
Like all my heavy hitters
Sparks are flying from
can't beat
both
Mega
teams.
Horn, can't beat Reversal. And then I need to use Machamps and Mucks.
They're eyeing each other warily.
There is a route to victory here, but it's not pleasant. I'm hoping this Dawn fan, for whatever reason, feels convinced to go for double team.
Nasty toxic! Wearing the bow down appears
Because I
to be the
definitely
plan.
win in that game.
There's the
Yeah, that's what I
attack.
expected.
Oh, a blow to the
You've
wind.
got to be kidding me, dude.
Wow, a single hit brings it down.
I'm not even gonna play this. We
There's
lost.
only
Fuck
one
this game.
Pokemon left to come
Genuinely, fuck this game.
up. The Pokeball opens to reveal its Pokemon. It's down to the
There's
last
no world
Pokemon
where I
left.
flinch 30
One
times with
Pokemon
Headbutt.
faces 2 now.
Just what a bullshit game.
What'll it do? A light hit.
Fuck this shit, dog.
Could this be it?
So for real.
Out of there!
Like, who the fuck runs Earthquake Dawn
No
fan?
more remaining Pokemon. And
Random
there
ass
goes the
Heracrosses. I'm so fucking pissed. What a great run. Yeah, there's just no winning that. But continue. We're back. We're so back. I forgot I earned a continue on the 5th fight. I guess I should show my team, since we might lose. Since I lose the Donphan, I have to pick Golduck. But now I have a harder time against Umbreon. It's not unwinnable. This fight should go very different now. They'll hit the first flash. I'll miss. They'll hit the second flash. I'll miss. And then we'll be into a really tough spot.
What's the opening game? That caused no damage at all. How will this Pokemon switch affect the flow of battle? A brute slash. The move didn't
Oh,
quite
snap.
work.
Maybe we crit?
There it goes. Drilled a weakness.
It's honestly in my interest to find my fire move now. It might be relevant for this fight.
What now? Oh, another wasted move. Whoosh, Fire Blast.
We found the Fire Blast. It's good to know.
Down it goes.
I don't love the idea of hard switching into Golduck, but it's the only way I get to continue.
That KO will bring out a new Pokemon. Oh, it's Donphan.
I do have Blizzard, so it will disincentivize a switch into Exeggutor.
The Pokemon is returning to
Right, they
its
won't switch into a
Pokeball.
Hydro Pump and then a Blizzard. They know that that loses.
Oh, it's Golduck.
I just need to not be crit here, and I still need a hit, of course.
There's the attack. Hit. That inflicted some damage.
It's funny how you risk losing the entire run on a crit
Pokemon switch have on the battle.
in pursuit of a continue.
Hydro Pump. That had to hurt.
And now we win.
Oh no! It fainted just like
My crash out was unwarranted.
Just
We had a
one
continue.
Pokemon remains. Oh, it's Exeggutor.
I guess it was a little unfair. I did know that they had Exeggutor, but I play this fight knowing they have Exeggutor all the time, so I don't think you can hold that against me.
Here comes the Pokemon switch.
But I did know that they had picked Exeggutor, so that's kind of an advantage for taking off the blindfold.
Pokeball opens
So technically
to
this
reveal
run's
its
invalidated.
Pokemon. What'll it do?
It's not like I was
gonna
gonna change any of my decisions. I still do exactly the same fight, the exact same way. Whether I know they have Exeggutor or not.
Move failed. The heated action continues. What about this? Out of there!
So Bite would have been faster if I missed twice in a row.
No more remaining Pokemon.
But Fire Blast was faster if I hit first, and it would have been about the same speed if I hit second. Also, you want to manipulate your RNG. You want to make sure that you get those misses in. That way you can move things along. Because now the next time we go for Fire Blast, it won't miss. It's just statistically impossible. How can you miss 2 out of 3 Fire Blasts in a row? I lose to anything that has Earthquake. And I have a really good Houndoom that I now want to pick. I lose to Snorlax really hard if I don't pick Machamp. I guess I beat Heracross if I pick Houndoom. And I have an easier time against Exeggutor. Yeah, no, this is an easy Houndoom pick, now that we know all the moves.
This is it, the final battle. Which trainer will claim the
We only lose if we get
champion's
crit. That's really the only way I lose to any team. Venusaur, I have your counter.
throne? Okay.
And this is really funny if they go like Steelix, because then we already have the fire user ready.
Oh, it's Ursaring. The other trainer is also
They went
changing
Ursaring.
Pokemon.
Okay. It didn't register in my head that they just said the name of the Pokemon. And I was like, just plugging away. Yeah, we lose this fight. But it's fine. We'll just hit Blizzard.
There's the attack. Great hit.
I guess I go for 2 Fire Blasts instead of a flinch.
Hang on, Earthquake. That struck home.
Earthquake users, am I right?
Whoa, KO'd by 1 hit.
Earthquake users.
We're eagerly awaiting the
Champ
appearance
would have been
of the
sick.
next Pokemon. Oh, it's Golda. Will this battler live up to expectations? The number of remaining Pokemon
If they're switching to
is 2
Ursaring
3.
immediately on Electabuzz,
Hydro Pump.
they do not want me to have Electabuzz.
Oh, knockout.
So I imagine their last is something Electabuzz can beat.
Which Pokemon
It'd be really annoying if it was something that Golduck could beat, because I only have 1 turn to win this fight, this 1v1 right here.
2 Pokemon remain on each side.
And we're due for a Blizzard miss.
A furious attack. That had to hurt.
Nice. Fortunately, we won't hit 2, and they might Giga Drain a lot of health back.
Vicious attack.
Yeah,
Drill the
this is
weakness.
brutal.
The white hot battle continues.
Guaranteed to a KO if we hit.
No, it is Blizzard. Oh, that's
Yeah,
a miss.
that's what I expected. And we get to a KO.
There, Giga Drain. There, that worked perfectly.
Okay.
Oh, it has no strength left.
Electabuzz. Rain Dance.
Just 1 Pokemon remains. This Pokemon is rejoining the battle. This is the last
Time to
Pokemon.
learn our down move.
The heat
There's simply
action
no way it's
continues.
Fire Punch or Ice Punch. But I gotta know.
There's the attack.
Thief.
That did little damage. What'll it do?
Alright.
The hit lands
Venusaur,
right off.
240. Blizzard, 150?
These Pokemon are equally fit.
Yeah.
There's plenty of fight left in both of them.
So that means they healed back 110, so they're at 200 health. Thief puts them at like 170. Headbutt puts them at like 130. Pepper Beam puts me at 0.
It's a fierce battle.
I guess I should go for Thunderbolt
They go into
on this
battle.
turn where I can't flinch anyway.
How's that?
In case I get the paralysis.
Can't move. They're both hanging tough. What now? A light hit.
Yeah.
Nope, it still can't move.
I did get the
The
flinch.
white hot battle continues. What's this?
So Thunderbolt puts it to like 120. Headbutt puts it to 60.
Now one more.
Dang.
Wham!
What do they have? Ursaring? Crazy.
That settles this battle. And
I
there
guess I just
goes
lead
the
Houndoom
battle.
then. Do I skip Electabuzz? That's the weird question. Because I might win this fight if I skip Electabuzz. Knowing me, if I don't pick Electabuzz, they're gonna have something like Gyarados or Lapras. I can beat Lapras with Machamp. I just hate how susceptible I am to Earthquake. And we know they have an Earthquake user, so I have to plan accordingly. I guess I'm picking Machamp over Electabuzz, which is crazy to me. Houndoom, Golduck, Machamp. HGM.
Which trainer will claim the champion's throne?
Fascinating. That is another Earthquake user.
Oh, an abrupt Pokemon.
This is a little susceptible to them having a proper ground type.
Oh, it's Golduck.
Switching to Golduck here. They could have Thunder Punch as well.
What's the opening game? It's become confused.
Uh-huh.
What impact
Yeah,
will
why
this
not?
Pokemon Switch have on the battle?
I'm not gonna risk it.
And yet another Pokemon
Let's just go for
Switch.
Earthquake. We'll decide what to do from there.
Oh, it's Machamp. What next? A light attack. How will this Pokemon Switch affect the flow of battle? Here comes the Pokemon Switch.
This is what I was afraid of. What are you doing?
Oh, it's Zatu.
My goodness.
What will it do? That caused no damage at all. How will this new
The issue is they're going for a flying move here.
The Pokemon is
So they're gonna do some good
Pokeball.
damage to Houndoom in the process.
The Pokemon emerges from its Pokeball.
We have a favorable matchup against
There's the attack.
Typhlosion.
That had no effect.
Thankfully they had Psychic.
What impact will this
It is
Pokemon
strictly
Switch
correct to go
have
for
on
Fire
the battle?
Blast here.
The trainer's switching Pokemon.
They're switching. I want them to take the Fire Blast.
Oh, it's Ursaring.
Hell yeah. Eat this.
There's the shot. Hit. That was good. How will this Pokemon Switch affect the flow of battle?
I don't think I 2K with Fire Blast.
They're eyeing each other warily.
Wow, this is a really funny switch. This is really hard. It's probably Golduck. Let's do Golduck. We've taken one dynamic punch, so we're at like
Pokemon is switching out.
70%?
The Pokeball opens to reveal its Pokemon.
Earthquake shouldn't to a KO, but their follow-up move would.
What now? That's it. How will this newly switched out Pokemon fare? Hydro Pump.
Nice.
Great hit.
I'm feeling very
Has
comfortable
no
now.
strength left.
If they go Zatsu, I just go back to Houndoom. If they go
The next
Typhlosion,
Pokemon
I
needs to be
attempt to
prepared.
KO.
This Pokemon is rejoining the
Yeah, that
battle.
makes the most sense.
The number of remaining Pokemon is
This trainer should be smart enough to make a double right here,
Here comes
to
the
know that I'm
Pokemon
going Houndoom
Switch.
and then make an attack appropriately. They could also just go for Solar Beam and I win.
Pokemon appears with a cry. What's this?
Yeah.
That caused no damage at
Now
all.
we go for a Bite.
What impact will this Pokemon Switch have on the battle? What'll it do? That did little damage.
Also, what world am I living in that Houndoom is slower than Xatu?
There's the attack. Bullseye.
That has to be Quick Claw.
Sparks are flying from both
There's no
competitors.
way Houndoom is slower than a Xatu.
There's the attack. A light
Holy
attack.
crap. There's simply no way.
It's light. Man,
Alright.
that worked perfectly.
I have 3 relatively healthy Pokemon to beat 1 Typhlosion, who has to hit
There's only
a
one
dynamic
Pokemon
punch, mind
left
you.
to come out.
I don't see how I lose this.
Pokemon is back for another go. This is the last
I
Pokemon.
honestly accept my defeat. This is the greatest Typhlosion in history if it can beat this fight.
Dynamic punch. That's
Good start.
home. Oh, it has no strength left. So, what will be the next Pokemon? The Pokemon emerges from its Pokeball.
I should live a
Number of
strength.
remaining Pokemon is 2 to 1.
Both my Pokemon. I was thinking of Golduck, but this should live a strength too.
That was good.
It's a Fire Punch. Could burn.
A furious attack. Drill the weakness.
I might get 2 KO'd here.
They're both hanging tough.
That'd be pretty embarrassing.
What's next?
Alright, sweet.
That
We win.
inflicted some damage.
I definitely KO'd through a burn here, so.
Hang on, Earthquake. Yes, it's a hit.
Valid crash out.
There are no more remaining
What's funny is I
Pokemon.
always wait. Like,
Congratulations.
there's so many times where I will wait
Decided.
to hear that I don't have continue before I give up. But that time I had been playing with the mindset that I had not earned any continues because I just had lost so many runs that were so close, so many fights that were so close to getting a continue. So I was in the mindset that I didn't have a continue. And I forgot, oh yeah, we got a continue. Normal looking Steelix, normal looking Machamp, Blue Belt, normal looking Houndoom. Ooh, purple Golduck, not a shiny. Purple Muck, the vintage, not brown, and normal Electabuzz. Sweet. Take that run for what you will. It is a first try. But yeah. I was just not having it with the bad luck the whole run. So it just came to a head, you know? But hey, that's what's fun about these runs. You fight through it, and sometimes you make it to the end. And since you've made it to the end, thank you. If you like that, subscribe. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can check out another video done like that one. Until then, take care. Much love. Stay safe.